It's a simple program really. It checks if your messages are in a dictionary and then responds to you with pretty messages. There is nothing complex about it, especially now that I just explained to you how it works. But what if I didn't? You would assume that the bot wants to talk to you, that it went out of its way to make your day and yours only better. You would assume that it has been personalized just for you, the person watching this, and no one else in the entire world. Sounds silly, doesn't it?
Wait. So you're telling me that all my information is stored on SmartGuy servers?
Yes, and in our cloud. We use it to better serve your needs.
AI can only do what it has been told to. Cortana was made to help you navigate Windows. The Google Assistant was made to help you in your everyday activities. Same with Alexa, and same with Siri. There is a sex robot somewhere out there that talks about the meaning of life because it was made to do so. It will not do anything else, and if you tell me otherwise, you're a liar. AI is terrifying, not because it is unpredictable, but because it does what little it can so well there must be someone there, right behind you, listening, documenting, and broadcasting everything you do. It's a terrifying tool, but there is more to it.
One con factor of AI taking over jobs would be unemployment. Artificial intelligence would be a great way for companies to carry out any repetitive jobs that don't require much qualification. For these types of jobs, an AI would most likely work much more efficiently than humans, and also not be paid a salary, given breaks, or sick time. This would cause companies to use artificial intelligence rather than humans, leaving ordinary people in need of any flow of income helpless because they're not qualified for other jobs. Another con factor would be a lack of thinking outside the box towards the AI. Although AI could be considered smart, AI are also dumb. They're designed to carry out a very specific set of instructions, so if they need to do something other than what they're designed to do, or think outside the box to solve a problem, they won't be able to at all because they're not programmed to. Humans, on the other hand, can do things outside of their skill set even if they weren't trained to. Humans can think outside the box, AI cannot. Another con factor would be high costs. Having AI work for your company varies by cost depending on what you need it to do. The more complex the AI is, the more expensive it will be to run. The energy costs of using an AI would also be extremely expensive. If all the companies that use human workers transition to using AI for these jobs, there would probably not be any electricity left for humans to use in the world. According to OpenAI, a research and deployment company that specializes in artificial intelligence, the computing power required for key AI landmarks over the past few years, such as DeepMind's Go Plane program AlphaZero, has doubled roughly every 3.4 months, increasing 300,000 times between 2012 and 2018.
Artificial intelligence has a capacity processing speed that is much more advanced than humans. However, it is not always foolproof in regards to trusting it to be biased. Artificial intelligence systems are evidently made by people, and those people, when developing certain algorithms, can be biased based off their viewpoint. Some example of this may be racial bias, especially in the healthcare risk algorithm. Where it has been proven to favor white patients over black patients in relation to medical needs. Another example of AI bias is Facebook ads. The ads correlate to either gender, race, or religion. Typically, women users would be much more likely to see job opportunities that pertain to women, and vice versa for men. Will AI ever be completely unbiased? No, not as long as people are working with the system, but we can minimize it by doing tests on data and algorithms and using better implementation.
As with any other software, AI is not programmed by other machines, but by human beings. Thus, it is virtually impossible to find a truly impartial AI, as the principles and goals of its developers are projected through the AI's decisions. For example, a social network company may develop an AI for the purposes of moderating posts on their platform. However, the company may have an anti-socialist agenda, so the AI will be programmed to label seemingly tame socialist commentary as radical in an effort to censor these users. This is only one example of a malicious use of AI by manipulating its programming to follow a company's biased agenda.
While it's easy to see the risks of having robots and AI take over in jobs, it is also important to see the benefits as well. When looking at jobs that robots could take over, the majority of them are repetitive or ones that require extremely precise movement. This means that a lot of heavy labor jobs could be filled in, like factory or millwork. Also, any jobs that require the use of heavy machinery, sharp objects, or high temperatures can be made safer with the precision and perfection that can be obtained through the use of robots. It is also important to note that while robots will be taking jobs, more jobs will be created as well. For example, more jobs of maintaining robots will be needed, as well as more engineers and programmers to help create more and more sophisticated robots. Also, in a very futuristic scenario, robots could be allowed to completely watch over food growth and distribution as well as housing maintenance, almost completely solving the problem of acquiring basic human needs for everyone. However, it would be of great importance to make sure that a close eye is kept on those running the machines so that corruption can be kept at a minimum.